Oh, what's up, guys? I probably sound like shit. It's fine. I wanted to talk about this. This is the Varus 2023 voice update, right? So this is what Varus is going to sound. This actually has nothing to do with Runeterra, right? But it means that this is some of the lines that Varus is going to be saying in League of Legends, and he said something very important here that makes me like blow my mind. Okay, this is skin spotlights, by the way. The thing that you have to remember about Varus, right? So Varus came out and the whole darkened bow thing. Same thing with like supposedly Trendemir's sword is the darkened sword, which would mean it's like, or the darkened blade, which would be like it Aatrox, but I don't remember how that lore goes. But anyway, what's really cool about this is that I'll let you guys, let's just play the whole video out or whatever.
Rost, perhaps we should warn our siblings about Ionian vessels.
So like Kane, when Varus and Kane are in the same match, he talks about Ross. He talks to Ross directly. Obviously, Ross is inside of the site, so he's talking to him, right? So that's very interesting, right? Another line.
Yourself. You make the rest of us look foolish, brother.
Yes.
You wish unity for us.
And then it says Naafiri, and I'm like, wait, who the hell is Naafiri? And he said, you wish unity for us, sister. Can this be realized in battle?
Can this be realized in battle?
I'm like, what?
Hounds, Naafiri. You make me grateful for my vessels.
And this is where I stopped and I had to start recording, right? So then I immediately looked onto Naafiri, and I like it funny that it's the alpha cat, right? That makes no sense. Then you have this one, Naafiri's abilities by AI. That's funny. Leak darken. So what I wanted to talk about in this video, it was just that it looks like they're making a darkened dagger. That's what I'm assuming, because wait, is that actually the Death Stance? Has Death Stance always looked like that? Is it actually been a small dagger this entire time? Now these are a ton of videos that are talking about this, right? But it's interesting though, and she also says here that hounds, Naafiri, you make me grateful for my vessels, right? So that must mean like Naafiri obviously uses some type of animals, stuff like that. So one, I wanted to ask you guys about like in Runeterra. Let's just talk about in general, because this character, based on, let me actually check YouTube, right? Naafiri, League of Legends, to see if maybe I'm missing something here. See, no, these are just like speculations and stuff like that, right? Reveal soon, leak Naafiri mark, and talks about, yeah, this seems like it's just like a thing, like maybe so there's no official thing. All of this is just thing, but to me, them changing this makes it like, who the hell is Tigo? Like, people just making up stuff. So let's listen to the rest of this. But what do you guys think that would look like, right? So it's definitely a character coming to League of Legends. I'm assuming since Runeterra very soon, right, is getting their update, right? So they're very soon about to get a bunch of characters. It would make sense to do the double release, right? We'll get another Darken. Every Darken that's coming to the game so far has had their own little thing, and it would make sense because you know, obviously there's equip meta, stuff like that. I'm really interested to see what the hell this is going to be. This is not supposed to be a long video or anything like that. I'm going to listen to the rest of this real quick, and I'm going to note any voice lines that I find interesting. Dude, listen to the craziness right here. Hold on.
Ascended, your son-born greatness meets a dark demise.
Yeah.
War Mother
this
Ashe,
one.
You are a child, unworthy of the bow.
Disrespectful.
We were once immortal brothers, sisters, dark kin. Now we are disgraced.
Crazy.
That blade felled my
this
kin
one.
once, Sivir. Never again.
Felled my kin. Sivir was somewhat involved in the fight against the Darken. I mean, Sivir is Shuriman, right? And obviously a lot of this has to do with around Shurima, right? That just sounds funny that she's someone involved. They really need to release some like Shurima, the Icathia, all that stuff needs to be like in a game. I really have to check out, well, the Echo game is still like PNZ stuff, but I really like this Darken stuff has gotten way out of control. Lil, let me know in the comments if you're looking for some Zulani, because Zulani definitely needs to be in the game. Like, oh my god, I would love to use Zulani.
Many stand against us.
What the hell is this?
They all die. May they rot where my arrows rain.
That sounds like he's talking to, because we know Varys, right? So like Cade and Roster inside, right? And then we know the weapons all from Runeterra. That's where Runeterra comes from. So are these some of the names of his bow? Like I don't even know.
I am the bow, Ash.
Damn, relax.
There's no revenge.
Leave
for
Ash
mine,
alone.
Callista. You'll save neither yourself nor your people, Karma. Rost, find 2 vessels next time. Trust me.
So yeah, that is what it was. It was like a couple, right? That's why he's saying this is on kill, right? So if you kill Kayn, he tells Ross, hey, you should actually get 2. And I think that's also why Varys seems to be like more stable. Like he's a more stable version of the Darkin or whatever like that. So very interesting. Also, I wanted to mention this. Do you guys think that, because Varys has been somewhat underwhelming in Runeterra, do you guys think that he'll get a buff with all this other stuff going on right now?
The pack cursed you, sister. It only created more targets.
And it says kill Naafiri. So again, this is saying that this character is definitely coming to the game very soon, right? The pack cursed you, sister. It created more targets. So it's definitely going to be a unit with multiple, like, it's going to summon stuff, right? Like a Yorick, like stuff like that. And I'm so interested to see when they bring cards into Runeterra. And then we're going to be playing, sorry, I should have mentioned this earlier, I feel terrible. I'm going to be playing the new TFT set as well. I'm going to mention there as well too. But it's just like, it's definitely going to be really interesting to see how they make this character in both games. I'm assuming this character is coming to Runeterra.
Naafiri, you claimed unity is
ally.
Power within me and against our enemies. Let us see together.
And that's a weird thing to say. I can only imagine him saying this walking to lane, right? Like, because there isn't a darkened support, right? So like right now, Aatrox is the top laner, right? Varys is basically the mid, one of the bot laners. Could go mid. Kayn is like the jungle, obviously, and those are the only ones in the game. All the other ones are in Runeterra. So like, they never put that out, and I think the reason why, because Zulani kind of would make sense as a jungler, would mess around with Kayn. I think Zulani should technically be another top laner, so they can fight against Aatrox a lot. Or they can make a support version, maybe Zulani support, because we've seen Zulani's evolution in the game, right? So she kind of like starts to absorb a bunch of stuff and then goes buck wild, right? So I'm curious of what they'll do. I would love to have a full Darkin team. Like you were playing League of Legends and you're saying, hey bro, let's go full Darkin, and you try to convince everyone to pick every single Darkin, and that'd just be hilarious, especially if it's actually meta. Same thing with if you're playing Runeterra and you can go like full Darkin or something.
Valiva, Zulani, Naafiri, what unique ambitions you have, my sisters.
There it is, something spicy. Valiva, Zulani, Naafiri, what unique ambitions you have, my sisters. So I was just saying, I'm a big Zulani fan, right? So Valiva, is there anything about Valiva? Varys darkened sister. So again, just a bunch of rumors, it looks like. Everyone's trying to figure out this dagger, stuff like that. There goes Zulani, obviously. New dark sister. That's such a funny picture. It looks like he's just like picking up shit and he's just like, sister? It's kind of like that butterfly meme, right? So people just making up stuff. That would be really interesting to see, but it's not really his sister, but like sister in arms kind of thing. That just looks like a Diablo boss. So really interested to see all these other characters, and it's really interesting that he's saying them by name. But they could actually release multiple Darkins, right, into the game and just be another expansion. But I would love to see them announce a Shuriman game, like Acathia. Acathia actually should be the first one, because Acathia, based on I think Rise talking, right, and it could be from it could be a Rise game, but basically Acathia unleashed the void and all this other stuff. Which the void is not the same thing. It's just like they basically released it in response to try to save themselves, right? And it corrupted Shurima, all this other stuff. That's kind of how, if I remember correctly, that's how it happened. I just finished listening to it. There wasn't any other lore stuff, but like, it really is cool, because I also remember when they did Aurelian Soul, right? They remade Aurelian Soul, and he has a ton of lines about his torture, Targon torturing him, abusing his power. He's trying to get back at Pantheon, like stuff you never knew about like Aurelion Sol before. He was just like, I'm a dragon and I'm cool. But they are dropping so much lore, and I think it has to do with Legends of Runeterra, mostly like really bringing out the lore, in my personal opinion. And it's just like, dude, stop killing. No, that's pretty much the other stuff that you guys missed out on. But yeah, it's really cool to hear that. And like I said, what do you guys think about Naafiri, Zulani, and maybe this other character, Veliva? Maybe they're gonna do a full Darkened expansion into League of Legends. And then also, what do you guys want in terms of, you know, Runeterra? Is there do you want this potential character in Runeterra, like something that has like a hound? It also could have to do with the whole thing with cats, right? Maybe they're summoning wolves, and then that's where the cat stuff, and it's Shurima. Maybe that's like they're trying to make a natural thing. Could be. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.